No Wag, the Tailless Alligator story, part 3. The links for part 1 and part 2 are in the description. Shout out to my main man Bishop A5 for making sure I keep this series going. Let's get into it. In the swamps of Tampa Bay, Florida, it's heartless, it's treacherous, something like the trenches of Detroit. The gangs, the dirty cops, the violence is toxic as hell, I tell you. A place where a reptile like No Wag would have became a plate of deep fried gator fritters in half of a second. But he did not become a plate of deep fried gator fritters. No Wag became a superstar, a glorified drug mill, praised by his gang, loved by the women, heavily watched by the feds, and hated by the opposition. Being a superstar in the trenches of the Tampa Bay swamp has its ups and downs, and No Wag was about to encounter the downs of being a swamp superstar. The Gator Feds are keeping a heavy watch on No Wag and his gang, the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel. The feds are not watching to accomplish legal justice. They are watching No Wag and the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel for dirty cop purposes. You see, the Gator Feds are in cahoots financially with the opposition, the enemies of No Wag and his gang, the Bit Chomp Slime gang. No Wag and his gang been putting a stop to their motion for a little bit over a year. That means for a whole year, the Bit Chomp Slime gang ain't been getting no money, which means for a whole year, them dirty cops, the Gator Feds, ain't been getting no money, and they don't like that. What's up with that little Tailless alligator? He's single-handedly taking us out of the game. We need to do something about this. Real talk. The days of that little punk slowing down our money is going to be over real soon. I noticed that they party every other night, so we're going to ambush them on one of them nights that they're partying when they're good and sloppy off that swamp juice. But we can't unalive anybody. If we unalive anybody, then the homicidal unit will have to launch an investigation. And that'll be a situation I have absolutely no control over. But we can beat them down real bad, take all their kelp, money, and kidnap the little Tailless alligator. So they started putting a plan in motion to stop the motion of No Wag and the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel. And tonight was the night to put that plan in motion. It was a Wednesday night. No Wag and the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel are just hanging out in their territory, playing spades, pulling up swamp juice, rolling up gorilla fingers of kelp, Young Jeezy playing in the background, and there's beautiful alligator women all over the goddamn territory. They just celebrating life, enjoying the success of being a successful swamp gang. Little did they know, their territory was surrounded by opposition. The Bit Chomp Slime gang was hiding in the outskirts of the swamp with gas masks on. Why was they wearing gas masks? I don't know. I guess we'll soon find out. The Bit Chomp Slime gang was in heavy communication with the Gator Feds while they was hiding in the outskirts of the territory. The Gator Feds were flying helicopters headed towards the territory. As soon as the helicopters flew over the territory, the helicopter sprayed a few gallons of bear spray over the whole goddamn territory, and the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel started going crazy. My eyes, my goddamn eyes, my skin, my goddamn skin, everything is burning. Okay, that's why the Bit Chompers had on them goddamn masks. The feds were spraying gallons of bear spray all over the goddamn place. Now that's what I call being war ready. As soon as the Gator Feds visually seen the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel completely disabled, they gave the Bit Chomp Slime gang the word to ambush the territory, and they put that work in. They was delivering cheap shots to the disabled opposition, started cussing women out for choosing on the opposition instead of them. They took all the money and kelp there was to take in the territory, and they kidnapped No Wag. They put No Wag on the back of a bigger alligator, tied his little body down, and ran him straight to the Gator Feds. The next morning, the Tampa Bay Gator Cartel felt defeated as hell. They were still slightly blind, and their skin was still burning from the bear spray. They was hung over from the swamp juice. All the women left, all the kelp was gone, all the money was gone, and the worst of the worst, No Wag was gone. They already knew this was the doings of the Bit Chomp Slime gang. It was the bear spray ambush that threw them off. How in the hell they were able to ambush us with bear spray from a goddamn helicopter that got the Gator Feds written all over it? They the only ones with those type of resources. The Bit Chomp Slime gang gotta be working with the goddamn feds. There are some dirty cops in the Gator Feds, and those dirty cops had to help with the Bit Chomp Slime gang with this ambush. That's the only way they were able to do that. And I guess they think we're supposed to be scared of them now because they got the feds on their side, but hell nah. We gon' hit the swamp with something heavy. Every member of the Bit Chomp Slime gang you see, it's on site. We gon' tear their ass up, and we gon' get the information that we need to get No Wag back, and also get our money and kelp back. They cleaned us out dry. I'll be damned. So as the Tampa Bay Gator cartel gears up to go on a marathon of violence, Nowag is locked up in the Gator Feds, getting grilled like hell. Listen here, chump. You got two choices. You can be locked up in the Gator Feds until it's your time to become a trench coat and a pair of dress shoes, or we can release you back out to the swamp and you can start moving kelp for the Big Chomp Slime Gang. There's no in between. You see the street smarts that Nowag gathered through the years of running with his gang. He instantly seen how he can finesse this situation. If he says no, then he's locked away for the rest of his life. But if he says yes, then the Gator Feds will release him, and that will at least give Nowag a chance to escape. So he agrees to be a kelp mule for the Big Chomp Slime Gang. So they release him from the Gator Feds and put him on the heavy watchful eye of the Big Chomp Slime Gang. Things are truly heating up in the swamp. A true drug war, a true swamp war between the Tampa Bay Gator cartel and the Big Chomp Slime Gang is about to emerge. With the Big Chomp Slime Gang knowing how the streets work, they know the Tampa Bay Gator cartel wanted some get back, so they got to stay vigilant. They got to play defense. So the Big Chomp Slime Gang, they decided to send 2 of their lower level gang members to the territory of the Tampa Bay Gator cartel, just to spy on them, listening in, seeing if they're making plans for get back. So one night, one of those spies made a little bit too much noise. Hey, y'all heard that? I think it's somebody hiding in them goddamn bushes. It didn't take long for them to visually spot them, and they ambushed the 2 spies. What the hell are y'all doing here? Wait, I know who y'all is. Y'all run with the Big Chompers. And instantly, the Tampa Bay Gator cartel started beating their ass. Tell us where Nowag is, or we're going to unalive you and make a plate of deep fried alligator fritters. Those 2 lower level gang members instantly folded. They told everything. The Gator Feds helped us ambush you guys. Nowag is in our territory right now. He's going to be our kelp mule. Look, man, I just want to go home to my kids, man. Please don't unalive me. I was just doing what I was told. As soon as the Tampa Bay Gator cartel got the information they needed, they unalived both of the gators and they made deep fried gator fritters. Now that the Tampa Bay Gator cartel got the information they need, they really about to turn up. They begin to plot on how they can get their little homie Nowag back. You idiot! Why did you unalive both of them? We at least needed one of them alive to show us where the Big Chomp Slime Gang territory was at. Calm down, jackass. We got all the information we need. You see, this is chess, not checkers. We gonna let them do a couple of kelp runs and we gonna track them doing it. I already know the paths they're going to use to get the kelp from the crocodiles in the Everglades. They've been using the same paths for years. We follow them from those paths, then boom, that will lead us to the Big Chomp Slime Gang territory. We're going to allow them to do about 9 or 10 kelp runs. That way, when we ambush them, they'll be sitting on a nice little pile of cash and dope. And besides, after a good 9 or 10 kelp runs, they're going to think everything is fine. They're going to think we forgot about it. That way, they won't see us coming. This is the art of war, gentlemen. We just gotta find a way to let Nowag know our plan. We don't want him panicking, which he probably is panicking right now with his scary ass. And indeed, Nowag was panicking. He was panicking his no-tail having ass off, scared as hell. The Big Chomp Slime Gang were also kind of panicking because the 2 lower level gang members who were sent to spy on the Tampa Bay Gator cartel, they never returned that night. The Big Chomp Slime Gang has no idea their lower level gang members got packed up, seasoned up, battered up, and deep fried. R.I.P. There's a major war cooking up in the swamps of Tampa Bay, Florida. Will the Tampa Bay Gator cartel get their little homie Nowag back and take the streets back over? Or will the Big Chomp Slime Gang stand on business and continue to remain on the winning side of this deadly drug war? Stay tuned for part 4 to find out.